Are you ready to get pregnant in 2020? I'm going to share with you 5 steps that you must do in order to prepare your body to get pregnant in 2020. I'm Denise Noyer-Erez, and I am known as the Fertility Godmother, and I'm the owner of AIM Women's Wellness Clinic in Westlake Village, California, where I get to help women like you prepare their bodies for pregnancy in my clinic and all over the world. And I just love what I do, and I'm really excited about this new year, 2020, a new decade. So I'm going to share with you 5 important steps that you really want to implement in order to make sure that you are on the right path to getting pregnant and preparing your body for pregnancy. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in. I'd love to answer them, whether you're watching it now or if you're watching the recording. We will definitely make sure to answer your questions. So the first step is really important. We're really finding out, where is your starting place? Where are you at? What have you done so far to prepare your body to get pregnant? I often ask that question. Well, every time I'm working with somebody, I ask that question. But a lot of times the answer is, they're not doing anything. They're like, oh, what am I supposed to be doing? So ask yourself, what have you done? Now, if you've been trying for a long time, maybe it's time to start doing something different. Find out, you need to know where you're at so you can, and then you want to know where you want to go and figure out how you're going to get there. And you can do that in by many different ways. So that's really important. Where are you at? You might want to know like what your blood work is. You want to know if you haven't had any diagnostic tests yet. Make sure that everything's okay. Make sure you don't have a big fibroid in the. I keep seeing this flashing and it's distracting me. Sorry. You want to make sure that that everything looks good, that your vitamin D levels are healthy, that you have the correct, balance of fats, that you're making sure that all your nutrients, your micronutrients are there, that that you don't have a fibroid or a cyst in your uterus or a fallopian tube blockage. You want to make sure all those things are in alignment and that are clear so that you know that you can move forward if you haven't already done that. If you've done that, then that's wonderful. You're going to take that information and it's going to be information. So for example, a lot of times, I just heard this woman called me the other day. She was so upset. Her doctor told her that her AMH was 1.92, I think it was. And she was told, but it's supposed to be over 2 at your age. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like amazing. 1.92, she's doing great. And so if you get a low AMH, don't let that discourage you either. Okay, there's a lot of different factors that go into you getting pregnant. And these numbers are just information that can help guide and your course of action. So for example, I have a woman who I helped with an AMH. If you know what that is, that's a blood test that they see how many eggs you have, right? And she had a 0.02. Well, she is pregnant right now in her 3rd trimester. 0.02. Okay, so I don't want you, as long as you're ovulating, as long as you're healthy, as long as things are in balance, you can get pregnant. So it's really important to get that information out. But if you have a fibroid, for example, or a cyst that's blocking a polyp, not necessarily a cyst, a polyp in the uterus that's blocking implantation, you need to get that fixed. If you have blocked fallopian tubes, then we need to figure out another way for you to get pregnant. Or maybe you just have 1 tube, so it might take you a little bit longer, so you can be a little bit more patient with yourself. So that's step 1, is really knowing where you're at and what you've done, and so you can make these little tweaks to get you on the right path to getting pregnant in 2020. The other thing is really important is your diet, your food. I say diet. I know it has such a bad word, but it's such a habit for me to say. Diet, I mean like what you're eating, what you eat on a regular basis. So important. Food, the food that you eat. is so important. It has a huge impact on your health. And you know that. You know that because you know that if you eat a certain way, you're going to increase diabetes or you're going to increase heart disease. And, you know, a lot of us don't realize that that impact starts now, right? The impact that it's going to have years that were on our health years from now started already 10 years ago. And as you're trying to get pregnant, you know, your body needs to be this fertile soil, this beautiful fertile soil full of nutrition that you're, because when you do get pregnant, that baby's going to take everything out. So you want to make sure that you are strong and that you have an abundance amount of nutrition and nutrients to supply it so that you have a healthy pregnancy and ultimately you have a healthy baby and you're giving that baby everything possible to give it the best chance that you can. And that goes for both partners, by the way. So nutrition is so, so big. In fact, every year, I actually do it 2 times a year, sometimes 3 times a year. I do a cleanse. And my fertility, prepare your body for pregnancy fertility cleanse is so amazing because it's very simple and it really just resets your body and sets you up for success and launches you into healthy habits fast. If you know anything about me, I like to get results as fast as possible. I'm always trying to find a way to shorten things and maximize value. And this my prepare your body for pregnancy fertility cleanse is so amazing. And again, it helps you get really healthy fast. Gets really great results fast. But it's important to do a cleanse, but you want to do a gentle cleanse. Okay, you don't want to do something that's going to be making you run to the bathroom all the time or making you feel really weak. The truth is, you will feel, when you do a cleanse, you are going to feel kind of icky for a couple days because you're getting all that stuff out of your body. But that stuff, those toxins, can really impact your ovaries, the function of your ovaries, and also your uterus. And also, sorry, I keep saying also, but it also will impact your hormone balance. They're endocrine disruptors. It's going to impact your energy. So doing a cleanse, a really gentle cleanse, and what's a better time than in the beginning of the year? In fact, if you would like to join me, you can comment below. I do a cleanse in the beginning of the year, every year, and I'd love to have you join me. And it would be great. We have a special. You can do the prepare for your pregnancy fertility cleanse, and we can create a nice little private group, and we can do it together and support each other. Me and my team do it every year. So excited about that. But it's really important for you as you want to get pregnant. The thing with doing cleanses, though, is you probably want to take that cycle off or of trying to get pregnant, which can really, I know it may sound scary for you, but it can be so beneficial for you to really just take a break, especially if you've been trying for so long, to just take a break and get healthy and really get in the mindset and remember again, you know, start to refocus your thoughts and reconnect with your partner and have sex for fun, not just because you're trying to make a baby. Those things are all going to be really important. So even though it sounds scary, it makes such a big difference, and it actually speeds things up, even though you feel like it's going to slow things down. I get that anxiety. I get that, like, oh my gosh, I have to try every month. I don't want to take this month off. I really do. But I promise you, you will not regret doing that because it will make things shift for you fast. So we have making sure, you know, taking a look, an honest look at where you're at. What have you done in order to get your body ready for pregnancy? Have you done all the tests that need to be done to make sure that you're not wasting your time? You know, I know, so that's really important. And then, how are you eating? Are you eating properly? And are you making sure you're having the right nutrition? And are you sure you're eating healthy? Because I can't tell you the amount of people that I see that think they're eating healthy and they're really not. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day telling me that they've done everything with their diet to try to help. It wasn't a pregnancy conversation, to try to help their health. And I said, really, have you really done everything? Because if you really did everything and you had the right guidance and the right approach, then you would probably get better results. What I see, and with people that want to get pregnant and people who want just for general health, is that they do their research online and they think that now that they have the best suggestions, but it may not be the right thing for you. So it's really important for you to make sure that you are really eating healthy and you're eating the right foods for your body. Okay, and the cleanse actually helps you figure that out. The other thing, the third step is, how are you managing your stress? Hopefully you're feeling relieved that most of the holidays are over now. We're going to start the new year. I'm so excited. It was a challenging year for me, and looking forward just to take that as growth. But how are you managing your stress? Are you managing it in a healthy way? Are you overeating? Are you not eating because you're too stressed? Are you exercising properly so that you can relieve the stress? How are you managing your stress in a healthy way, right? We don't want to get angry and be mean to people because we're so stressed. You have to learn it's really important to learn how to manage that stress. I mean, we all have our moments, but it's really important to manage it. How are you managing your stress? Are you meditating? Are you exercising? Are you eating clean so that you can keep your energy high? Are you sleeping well? How all those little things make a huge difference in how you manage your stress, how you are going to be in the world, and how you feel about yourself ultimately. And that's really going to matter because you want to make sure that your mind, heart, and your body are all in alignment, especially when you want to get pregnant. It's the ultimate test. Fertility is the ultimate test to making sure that you are in alignment with your mind, body, and heart. There's nothing that can challenge you more, because a lot of things you can just power through and push through and will it through. And I know you're very successful. You probably accomplish whatever you set your mind to. But the fertility is the ultimate test in making sure that you have those things in alignment. So take a look at your life and be honest with yourself and find the things where you can fine tune. For example, I had a conversation the other day with a woman who was really, really wanted to get pregnant. And then we talked and we really dove in deep. And she shared with me, it came up later, that she's really scared to death because she doesn't know how it's going to impact her career. So we're able to manage that because she was able to look at that in the mirror. And that's really important for you guys to do. And that goes under, I like to say, managing stress, because if you're not in alignment, things are going to eat at you until you feel like you're in alignment and you're moving forward and you're feeling like you're capable and you're in charge again of your body and of your fertility journey. The other thing that's really important, number 4, excuse me, is supplementation, right? I'm sure you've done tons and tons of research and you may be on the right supplements. You may not be on the right supplements. So important for you, depending on your age, depending on what your diagnosis is, depending on what's going on with you, on getting the right supplementation so that you can have a healthy baby and so that you can ultimately get pregnant. And there are a lot of great supplements out there. And supplements is a place where you need to be careful because there's no regulation on supplements. So you don't necessarily need to pay like the most expensive, highest price, but you definitely don't want to buy the least expensive, CVS, Trader Joe's brand either. You want to get something in the middle. You want to get something that has a GMP stamp, which stands for good manufacturing practice, where you know that there's some type of certification or regulation about the products that you're putting in your body. So important, because you may be taking a prenatal vitamin thinking that you're doing all this good, or a coenzyme Q10 thinking that you're doing these great things for your body, when really you're not doing anything. So that's when it's going to become expensive. At that point, when you're actually not getting the nutrients that you think you're getting, not when you're paying so that you're getting the nutrients that you know are going to be absorbed in your body for a few dollars more. So don't skimp on your nutrition. Again, with the supplements, so important. You definitely want to be on a good quality prenatal vitamin, and you don't want to be on a multivitamin, and you want to be on a prenatal vitamin. Prenatal vitamins are specially formulated to prepare your body for pregnancy with the right amount of nutrients. So important. You may need to be on a particular amount of folic acid, which again would go back into the first step, making sure you have all the right blood work done. Oh, is that blurry? I just got blurry. Ooh, that made me dizzy. So the supplements are going to be super important for you. Okay, and again, making sure that you're taking not only the right ones, but a good quality supplement. And then the last step is tracking your progress. You want to make sure that you're moving forward and that you're doing things differently, that you're getting the results that you're hoping to get. So, for example, if you're not sleeping through the night, what is something that you can do to help you sleep through the night that's healthy and that will get your body back in balance so that you can sleep through the night, so that your body can repair itself, so that your hormones can get back in balance, so that you have the energy, so that you can be more, focus on the gratitude and the positive things about your relationship. That all takes energy and mindset, right? And sleep is going to be huge for that. So that could be one thing, making sure you're getting enough sleep. How are you doing that? Or maybe if you're constipated, making sure you really want to have regular bowel movements to get those toxins out. So important to get those toxins out of your body. So are you doing the right thing to help you have that? Or whatever it may be, you want to make sure that are your periods regular? Let's get real specific here. Are you having healthy circulation? Are you getting healthy? Are they healthy blood flow? Is it red blood? Is it dark blood? What are you doing that can help move that needle forward to help you prepare your body for healthy pregnancy? So I like to say, to help you get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have a healthy baby. So you want to make sure you're doing that. If you're doing basal body temperature charts, what are you doing to help balance them out? What are you doing to help balance your hormones? If you're doing acupuncture, amazing. Are you getting the results that you need? That you need to make sure you're moving forward? You want to make sure that you are getting results and making sure that you're moving things forward. Did you lose weight that you wanted to lose? Okay, I think you're getting the point. Sorry, I went off. But tracking your progress is really important and on your journey to getting pregnant. So just to recap, and please comment below and give me, if you have share an aha, if you have any aha moments in here or anything you want to share, please share with me. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But first, we want to again check to see where you're at, making sure you're doing all the right things to prepare your body for pregnancy, making sure you had all the testing done, from blood tests to physical tests, so that everything is clear and open and you know that there's nothing blocking you from getting pregnant. Making sure that you're eating healthy, so important, but really healthy for pregnancy. Making sure you're getting those nutrients and the micronutrients, not just the macro, but the micro too. So important, you guys. It's so important. And doing a cleanse, doing a really gentle, preparing your body for pregnancy cleanse. I'd love you to join me, or you don't have to join me this time, but you can do that cleanse at any point. I have it set up and ready for you, and I'd love to be your guide on that. It's really a great cleanse, and even people who've done cleanses love my cleanse. So I would love for you to join me. Managing your stress in a healthy way, making sure you're getting the right amount of exercise, maybe adding some meditation or guided imagery, making sure you're sleeping, managing your stress, so important. And again, back to the supplementation, really making sure you have that GMP stamp on there, getting good quality supplements, being on at least a good quality prenatal, some good quality fish oil is going to be really important, and vitamin D, making sure. So vitamin D, again, goes back to the first step of making sure that you have the right amount. Where is your nutrition level at for your vitamin D? How much vitamin D should you be taking? So important, and you guys, these little nuances make a huge difference for you. And then the last step, the fifth step, is tracking your progress, making sure you're moving forward, making sure you're going in the right direction, that there is some movement in your health, in your period, in how you feel, from either your emotional state, your physical state, your mental state. Everything needs to be in alignment. Your mind, body, and heart need to be in alignment. So those are some really great tips. I hope you found them helpful. My intention was to really serve you and get you set up for 2020. I'm here for you. I would love to help you, whether it's online or in the clinic. And let me know. You can comment below. I think we're using the word connect, because I love to connect with you. So Haley's amazing. She always tries to help me out. So and she knows that I love to connect. So I would love to connect with you and start 2020 off right, and let this be the year that you get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have a healthy baby. Here's to your health, happiness, fertility, and future baby. And may you have an amazing 2020. Mwah. I love you.